If you ever feel like your happiness suddenly becomes too quiet, that's a sign. Silence always hides a storm. Those were the first words Jake heard on the day his life would completely fall apart. He laughed at the phrase back then, brushing it off, a mistake he would soon regret. Jake and Layla met 3 years ago, inside a small coffee shop where she accidentally spilled an iced latte all over his hoodie. He told her it was the nicest disaster that ever happened to him, and somehow that line worked. From that moment, they became inseparable. They were the couple everyone secretly admired, the kind of relationship that looks effortless, warm, aligned with every future plan. He was building his music career. She was chasing her dream of becoming an interior designer. They supported each other, lifted one another up, and it genuinely felt like nothing in the world could ruin what they had. But perfect stories exist only until life decides to remind you that happiness is fragile. The first cracks were small. Layla started coming home late, saying she had big projects at work. Jake trusted her. He wasn't the type to assume the worst. But one night, when he called just to tell her he missed her, she didn't pick up. A minute later, her text appeared. "I'm busy. I'll call you later." Cold, short, not like her. That was the first time Jake felt that strange, sharp discomfort in his chest, the one born from doubt. A few days later, he noticed something else, a new scent. Not hers, not his, someone else's. He asked quietly, "Layla, did you change your perfume?" "No, maybe it rubbed off from someone at the office." She smiled, but her eyes didn't. The breaking point arrived on a Saturday. Jake had planned a surprise dinner for her, cooked her favorite meal, played her favorite soft playlist, even lit those warm, flickering candles she once called magical. He waited. 1 hour, 2, 3. When he finally heard the door unlock, Layla walked in like someone trying not to be noticed. And then he saw her hands. They were shaking. "Where were you?" he asked quietly. "At the studio, I told you. We're overloaded with work." But in that moment, he already knew. People always feel the truth before they see it. It's like a cold draft through a closed window. Something inside tells you, this isn't right. He didn't argue. He didn't get angry. He just waited. And when she fell asleep, her phone, usually glued to her hand, lay beside her, unlocked. It was his only chance. Jake sat there for minutes staring at the screen. He hated that he was about to invade her privacy. He wasn't that type of person. But when love starts hurting, people will do anything to understand why. So he opened the messages. The first one shattered him instantly. "I'll come to you again tomorrow." He still doesn't suspect anything. Jake's entire world collapsed in a single breath. He didn't scream. He didn't cry. He just sat there as the truth echoed through him like an empty hallway. The next morning, he didn't say a word. He simply packed his things and headed for the door. Layla rushed after him. "Jake, what are you doing?" "I'm giving you something you've wanted for a long time." "What?" "Freedom." Her face drained of color. She understood. "It was a mistake," she whispered. "No, spilling coffee is a mistake. This was a choice." For the first time, she had nothing to say. 1 month later, Jake wasn't the broken version of himself anymore. He reconnected with his friends, dove back into music, and even wrote a song titled "The Worst Truth is Better Than the Sweetest Lie." The song went viral. People connected with it. His pain found purpose. One night, during a small bar performance, he saw a familiar face in the crowd. Layla. No confidence, no charm, just regret. After the show, she approached him. "I listen to your song every day." "Good. That means it helped someone." "I want to explain." "You already explained. Not with words, with your choices." He said it calmly, because healing isn't forgetting, it's outgrowing. She lowered her eyes. "I lost you because of my stupidity." "No, Layla. You lost me the day you stopped respecting what we were building." And he walked away. No anger, no heartbreak, just a stronger version of himself, one who finally understood that endings are sometimes disguised beginnings. Jake's story became a reminder. Sometimes the moment you think everything is falling apart is the moment your real life finally starts. A life where you no longer ignore silence, because silence is never accidental. It's a warning, a truth, a storm you learn to walk through.